Okay, speaking of discipline, a yellow card for Dominic Szoboszlai today, which means he misses the game with Wolves. He's been on a yellow
Christmas.
for maybe.
He wants Christmas off. Razor used to do that all the time.
I'll leave that to you.
I don't think Razor never played over Christmas.
I'm sure he'll be working very hard
that.
on the training ground over Christmas, Dominic Szoboszlai, regardless, but he does miss the game with Wolves, which is, there's no dressing it up. That is a blow, Sam.
No, it's a massive blow for a number of reasons. He's been one of our better players throughout the season in a number of positions, so that's a massive loss for us, you know. And again, alongside the fact that we've got injuries and the bench was looking a little bit thin today, that's a big disappointment. But again, that's the nature of this league, as we said before, the competitive nature of it, the aggressive nature of it, the mere fact that no game is easy. 9 men, bottom of the table Wolves, come to 27th, going to give us another degree of difficulty for different reasons, and that's disappointing that he's out of that.
I just thought on if Frimpong's gone off, that's right side. Bradley's gone off, right side. Salah's away, right side. Szoboszlai plays right side. That means I might get a call.
I was going to say you could get a
I'll have to stay off at Christmas Day. I might get the call, mightn't I?
He did well in the Legends game, by the way. Just
15 minutes.
Yeah,
I've got 15 minutes if you need it.
Still a chance for Jace.
Telling me there's a chance.
I am indeed. I'm also telling you there is some reaction from the Liverpool dressing room. We promised you some. We have got you some. It's Florian Wirtz.
Florian, what a crazy game.
Yeah, that's true. But in the end, we are happy that we won, and 3 points is everything that counted, so we're happy.
Yeah. And you got your assist. That's nice.
Yeah, that's also nice.
What kind of game was it like to play in? The first half was quite quiet. Second half was not quiet.
Yeah, I think until minute 70 we made a very good game. Of course, in the first half we had a few counter-attacks against us, what we can do better, but all in all 70 minutes, very good game. And then out of the set piece we conceded a goal, and after that goal it was a bit wild, and but this is always like this in these games. When they get one goal, they're trying to get the second one, and then in the end you have just to try to bring it to the end and take the 3 points, and that's what we did today.
And what about from your point of view? Do you feel like you're learning and getting more time to affect the game?
Yeah, I think today I had a few good situations. I come in good positions, create something, to get dangerous for goals. So it's getting better every week. I can feel this on the pitch, and it makes me happy that I can enjoy the football.
Yeah. And a few tired, maybe a few injured in there. What's the situation in the dressing room?
Yeah, with Alex is a bit unlucky. I hope it's not too bad, but we have to wait for that. And I think the others are not too serious, but hopefully Alex will be back soon.
We hope so too. Enjoy your Christmas, and we'll see you against Wolves.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Yeah, we await that news on Alexander Isak. Florian Wirtz himself was seen limping off towards the end, but thankfully it looks like he is okay. Just on him, not just today, Sammy, but the last few weeks. I think the start of the season we've seen sort of glimpses of what he was capable of, and it feels like now he's starting to put a run of more complete performances together.
And he's getting more minutes. Get more minutes back, which stands for everything. I think we mentioned green shoots a couple of weeks ago, and now he's having more of an impact on the game. And goals and assists. The stats will be there for everybody. And you look at him coming out, having an interview, which again shows a little bit more confidence. And I like the way he spoke about it. Very calm, very cool. But his feet. Fantastic little feet in them tight areas, little ins and out, little gives and goes. That's the type of thing you need to break down these low block defences, if you like. So I'm liking what I'm seeing at this moment. He still comes to terms with the competitive element, the aggression, the physicality of our league, but he's getting there.
Number 7. Number 7. Is he number 7?
He is number 7, yes.
Which is a big. I was going to say he started to grow into the shirt, but even so, what a number! I mean, that is for Liverpool, but that is a big shirt. But Sammy's right; he's starting to grow into it. I mean, some of his movements, his little passes, his vision. He struggled early on in the season. I totally agree with Sammy with the physicality. Listen, he's used to getting a Christmas off, isn't he? Because they have it off, but he's going to have to go again. So you could see he looks like he's bulked up a little bit, and he's starting to really like show his worth now.
Yeah, well, in terms of that, you know, when you look at the stats in recent weeks, he's winning more of his duels, that physical side of the game that you're speaking about. And Arne Slot's actually said he's been on a weight gaining programme.
So have I, by the way.
Haven't we all at Christmas time? But you know, to bulk up, and that physicality of the Premier League, which it does take some time to get used to, doesn't it, Sam?
And people underestimate that, Bex. They really do, honestly. And until you're actually in it, it's hard to gauge. It's hard to really come to grips with the fact that how difficult the league this is. And we keep on saying it week in, week out, but that's why it's the best. That's why it's the best. That's why we love it so much.
90% of the world's best players are in the Premier League. They're here for a reason, because the Premier League teams have the most money, so they can attract them into the Premier League. So as much as we don't want to talk about the German league being weaker, and it is, you know, it's a fact. You know, the games are thick and fast, better players, better quality. You know, it's going to take time for him to find his feet. Different culture. He's got to find all them things that we don't see off the pitch. I mean, you've been heavily involved in that side of things as well. They've got to find, you know, if you're married, you've got to find schools for your kids. You've got to find a house. You've got to keep your wife happy. You've got to do this. You've got to get into a community. There's lots of stuff goes on by moving country and moving to a football club, and it takes its time. And he's not one of them players that's going to come in and be physical and win headers and centre halves, or he's a creative player, isn't he? He's like, you know, he's got to find his feet on the pitch, the quickness. He's got to strike relationships up as well. He's starting to come good. And
can I just make it clear, when I say about the leagues, it's because it's the most physically demanding all league. I wouldn't dare talk in terms of better, this technically or whatever, with the leagues, just in terms of physicality. And he's starting to come to terms with it now. You can see the ability in him, you can see his feet, and his understanding with Ekitike, for me now, it's really becoming lovely to see, you know. So it's the physicality more, Bex, that has held him back to a degree. Now I think he's overcoming that.
Yeah, let's head to Joel Richards on our fan panel. He's been waiting there patiently to give us his thoughts on Florian Wirtz. I'm sure you'd agree with the lads in the studio. We're starting to see the player that we knew was in there when we signed him.
Definitely. And I know this is going to sound like a mad shout for the second most